Hello friends, now let us learn the structure of nephron in this class. What is meant by nephron? Nephron is the structural and functional unit of a kidney. We have a pair of kidneys in our body for the process of excretion of waste materials. All the waste materials are filtered in the kidneys and the waste materials are removed out or excreted out along with urine. So, kidneys are the excretory organs in our body. How the kidneys are made of, how the kidneys are able to filter the waste materials, how urine formation takes place, where urine formation takes place. For all these questions, the answer is nephron. Nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney because all the kidneys are made of nephrons. Each kidney contains approximately 1.3 million to 1.8 millions of nephrons. And the function of kidney occurs only inside the nephron, so that nephron is also called as structural and functional unit of kidney, and it is also known as uriniferous tubules. So uriniferous tubules are nephrons involved in filtration of blood and formation of urine, so that nephrons play a very key role in the process of excretion. Then how is nephron? The structure of nephron is like this. This is the diagram of nephron. Each nephron has mainly two parts in it. They are renal capsule and renal tubule. Each nephron has mainly two parts. The parts are renal capsule and renal tubule. First of all, what is renal capsule? Let us see. Renal capsule is the first and foremost part, or the upper part of a nephron is renal capsule. Again, this renal capsule is also known as Malpighian body or Malpighian capsule. Other name of renal capsule is also known as Malpighian body or Malpighian capsule. Now, renal capsule again has two parts in it. They are Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. Bowman's capsule and glomerulus are collectively known as renal capsule. Now, let's see in the diagram. This total structure is nephron. In this nephron, the upper part here, this part is a cup-like structure in this nephron. This is called as Bowman's capsule. A cup-like structure is known as Bowman's capsule. It is a cup-like structure, and Bowman's capsule is covered by a layer squamous epithelium. Bowman's capsule is covered by a layer squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium is one kind of epithelial tissue and which is formed by a single layer of cells. So it is very thin tissue. So squamous epithelium covers the Bowman's capsule, and again the cells present in squamous epithelium are called as podocytes, and among the podocytes so many holes are present. The holes help in the process of filtration. So this is about a Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule is a cup-like structure and that is covered by squamous epithelium, and the cells present in squamous epithelium are podocytes, and among the podocytes some holes are present. The holes help in the process of filtration. This is Bowman's capsule, and again inside the Bowman's capsule we can see here a bunch. This is a glomerulus. Glomerulus means a network of blood capillaries or a bunch of blood capillaries. A bunch of blood capillaries which is located inside the Bowman's capsule. Here this is called glomerulus. How glomerulus is formed? Glomerulus is formed with the entry of afferent arteriole. This is afferent arteriole. Afferent arteriole. Arteriole means the branch of blood vessel which is formed from artery. This is one artery. This artery is renal artery, and this is a vein. This is renal vein. Here the kidneys receive blood by arteries, and from the kidneys the blood is received by veins. So there is an artery for supply of blood to the kidneys, renal artery, and there is a vein for receiving blood from the kidneys, renal vein. So each kidney, renal artery, first of all, renal artery enters the kidney and that is divided into so many smaller branches, and again from all the parts of kidney so many smaller branches receive the blood and they combine together and finally they form renal vein. So renal artery enters into the kidney and that is divided into smaller branches. Here we can see this is renal artery. This renal artery is divided into a smaller branch. This branch name is afferent arteriole. So afferent arteriole enters Bowman's capsule, and here this is efferent arteriole. Efferent arteriole comes out of the Bowman's capsule like this. Afferent is incoming arteriole and efferent means outgoing arteriole. Here afferent arteriole enters Bowman's capsule and it is twisted here. It forms a network of blood capillary and again it comes out in the form of efferent arteriole. So a network of blood capillaries which is formed inside the Bowman's capsule is glomerulus. The glomerulus is formed with the entry of afferent arteriole, and from this glomerulus the blood vessel comes out in the form of efferent arteriole, and the efferent arteriole again divided into smaller branches and it is connected with all the remaining parts of nephron. And again from all the remaining parts of nephron, some other venules, some other small branches of veins, they start and finally they combine together and they open into renal vein like this. Arterioles and venules which are connected with the parts of nephron are combinedly known as peritubular network. The region is called as peritubular network. Peritubular network means all the parts of nephron are connected with so many blood vessels, so many smaller branches, so many smaller blood capillaries which are formed from arteries and which are going to form into the vein. So all the venules and all the arterioles which are connected with the nephron is known as peritubular network. So this is peritubular network. This is afferent arteriole and this is efferent arteriole, and these are all blood vessels, peritubular network, and this is renal vein and this is renal artery. So here in renal capsule mainly two parts are present. First one Bowman's capsule, and again inside that there is a blood capillaries, a group of blood capillaries or network of blood capillaries, that is glomerulus. So here glomerulus and Bowman's capsule are combinedly known as renal capsule or Malpighian body or Malpighian capsule. And next part of nephron is renal tubule. First one, only this part is called as renal capsule. We have completed now. Now renal tubule. Renal tubule again has three parts: proximal convoluted tubule and a loop of Henle and a distal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule, the immediate part which is connected with Bowman's capsule, this region is called proximal convoluted tubule. What is the meaning of proximal convoluted tubule? Tubule means a tube-like structure. Convoluted means a twisted tube-like structure, and proximal means somewhat near. So here this is located very near to the Bowman's capsule or renal capsule, and it is a twisted pipe, so that this is proximal convoluted tubule. And again here we can see one more convoluted tubule. This is also convoluted tubule. This is also twisted pipe, so that this region also convoluted tubule. But here it is somewhat far from this renal capsule, so that this is distal convoluted tubule. This region is proximal convoluted tubule and this region is distal convoluted tubule, and these two are connected by a U-shaped pipe-like structure, that is loop of Henle. So proximal convoluted tubule and loop of Henle and distal convoluted tubule, these three parts are collectively known as renal tubule. Like this, renal capsule and renal tubule, each nephron has two parts like this. And the final part of nephron, distal convoluted tubule, opens into a long tube-like structure that is called collecting tube. So collecting tube will receive, our collecting tube is connected with so many nephrons like this. Here is one nephron, and here is one nephron, and here one nephron, and here one nephron, like that. It is connected with so many nephrons. And what happens in the nephron? Nephron helps in filtration of blood and formation of urine. So here nephron involving in the function, formation of urine, and nephron is present in kidney, so that nephrons are also called as structural and functional units of kidneys.